Hi everyone, my name is Kelsey.
And my name is Becky.
We are the Sorry Girls. Welcome back to our channel.
This is our career in makeovers.
We have a book in front of us here with some of our makeovers. We actually didn't put this book together, our team did, so.
I have no idea what's coming up, but I'm ready to react and give you our honest thoughts.
Before we get into this, today's video is sponsored by Ritual. Ready?
I am so ready.
Oh. So this corner of a room is from a makeover at an apartment that we used to have together, but this was after you moved out, right? Because I remember this was a room that I was like for my boyfriend at the time.
I was definitely like there, you know, filming with you all the time. But yeah, the styrofoam wall, truly iconic.
We took some like insulation or like foam.
Yep.
And then burned it to get this faux brick effect, and then we like chipped at the foam to get even more brick effect. So in 2016, being, you know, on a budget DIYers that we were, this was a great brick wall alternative for a rental. Definitely a little sketchy with the fumes, but yeah, it was innovative.
In hindsight, burning, is styrofoam a plastic product?
Yeah, definitely.
I'm a little crying on the inside, but yes, definitely innovative at the time and like looked very convincing.
And we made a lamp for this room. These handles were made. Those did not last.
Right. Those were rock.
And I also remember like trying to pin up my like trailing pothos to like look cool and be around the room, and it didn't like to be, you know, draped up in all these different ways. So definitely learned a lot from doing this makeover.
Trial and error, baby.
But it looks pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
For the time.
Oh, okay, I loved this room. This was in my first ever house that Austin and I got together, and this was the guest bedroom. This had the most amazing daylight in this room ever. A lot of great DIYs here. So the frame around the bed was a DIY. People didn't really like that one though, because I think the mattress was, like the box spring was sitting on the floor.
Yeah.
Which now I know better. Again, a lot of trial and error here.
But if it was the box spring sitting on the floor, wouldn't that have been okay? Because it's still like slat vibe?
I don't know. Now we know. It's best not to have anything right on the ground. Floating nightstand was an amazing DIY. That was on my porch for a while.
Yeah. And this shelf here, the USA outline shelf, is actually the first time we ever used a jigsaw, which was kind of cool.
I know. I love that project so much. I'm like, I'm in Canada. Do I need a shelf of America in my room? I don't know, but it's cool because I made it. All right. Hold on.
Yeah.
Just gonna grab water. Be back.
Okay. Well, while Becky goes and grabs water, maybe I'll take this time to tell you about today's sponsor. I've been using Ritual's multivitamin for a little while now, and I'm excited to introduce their Symbiotic Plus into my routine. Now this is a daily 3-in-1 prebiotic, probiotic, and postbiotic that will all support our gut health and digestive health. And if you don't know what those 3 things are, don't worry, because I can help explain them to you. Prebiotic is gonna help all that good bacteria in your gut. We want that to flourish. Probiotic helps relieve some of that bloating and gas, which I'm sure we can all relate to. And postbiotic helps build up that gut lining so that none of these are an issue. So Ritual's capsules actually have a delayed release function so that it is reaching your colon and not just your stomach. They're also minty, which is divine, and they're vegan and have no GMO. They're also traceable, which we love to see. We know where all the ingredients are coming from. And this bottle actually has moisture control technology so that we don't have to put our Symbiotic Plus in the fridge, which is helpful because then we won't forget to take it. Also, this bottle can be shipped to you for free monthly with a subscription, which is also helpful for not forgetting things. Is there a pill for that? From one gut to another, there's no more shame in our gut game. And you know what's gonna make it all better is getting 20% off of your first month with Ritual. You can use our code SORRY20 and go to ritual.com/sorry20 to take advantage of that. Thanks Ritual for sponsoring and for our good gut health.
Okay, I'm back.
Oh, me too?
Yes.
Thank you.
Hydration all around. All right, where did we leave off?
Well, we're caught up on gut health and we're ready for our next makeover.
Oh yeah, this is a classic. I feel like this is when we really started getting into doing like, I don't know, designs that really felt flushed out and like more mature.
Yeah.
The word, even though this is bright yellow and very fun, I feel like this was when we started doing Style Selected, we were like, okay, this is real full big room makeovers for people.
Yeah, with like floor plans too. Like
Yes.
I feel like when we were doing dorm series, we had project ideas, but we didn't have like the full mood board and floor plan.
This is Adeline Morin's filming room / office space. I don't think she lives here anymore.
No.
But she wanted yellow. If you know Adeline, it's got to be yellow. And some tea on this yellow is it. We hired a painter to do this, which I think was like our first real like outsourcing of help for makeover too.
I felt bad doing that, but it's just like, it makes sense when you can't spend 3 days painting a room when we have like other business to do.
And I think it took the painter like well over 5 coats to get this yellow to be like a good opaque yellow.
Yeah, it was so like so sheer, and even the painter was like, this is ridiculous. And the before of this room, I think this is a pretty drastic makeover too.
Yes!
This one looks so good.
I like this. This was a good one.
Oh, this was a good one. So this is our friends that had kind of like a media company, and they had an office space that they needed help with, and it was another style selected, I believe. And this was so fun because it was like a really small space, and it was an old loft space, which we absolutely love. And again, just lots of fun projects.
Plus it was all guys that worked here, and it's not often that we get to do designs like specifically for men, although like style doesn't obviously matter. The gender, it was cool. Like this was something like outside of our wheelhouse of what we'd done.
Yeah.
This was concrete poured desktops.
Yeah.
Like, I still don't even know how did we do that. Like how would I do that now?
I don't know.
I'd go watch my old video.
Literally. It has like some cool tech stuff. We did some tech DIYs, lots of thrifted things.
That's cool.
The pipe, look at the pipe thing we did there. That's sick.
That was that a keyboard that we took apart and made art with?
Yeah.
Really cool.
Oh, and the projector we installed, that was a sick space.
Yeah, I really like this space.
I think we did a good job.
Oh, I know this space.
Oh, it looks so nice.
Speaking of old offices, this was the one we were in prior to this one, so office number 2.
Yeah.
We've only had 3 in our lifetime. This office went through like many versions.
Yeah.
I don't know. This was one of the more later versions because we have the platform here, the like flower art on the wall there.
Yeah, we did that with a projector, which was really cool. And I actually like love that. Love looking at it.
That was the most innovative thing that we had ever come up with at the time. Like,
yeah.
Like this is absolutely genius.
And we still have like these desk unit, the drawers. We have that in our current office.
All these chairs.
All these chairs. Very a little officey, but it's cool, and it was very functional for us. And everybody was so worried when we first aired this episode about falling off of the platform.
I was worried. I was like, what if I roll back too much? I'm gone. Do we need railings? And
I was just about to be like, everybody's so silly for thinking that. And you're like, yeah.
I was worried for a sec, but then we're like, let's just see. And then it literally never happened, like not even once.
Not even close.
Not even close.
And we needed that platform to just give like visual interest, but more importantly, because we wanted the storage underneath the platform.
That's right.
Smart. Ah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. This is Claire, who used to work for us. Her bathroom.
Yeah.
This was a big makeover in the fact that it used to be green.
Bright green.
Bright green, all of the walls.
Yeah. And this video did really well.
Yes.
I guess just the thumbnail, people were really interested in the green. But also there was a lot of hate too. I think people,
for what?
Like in the comments, I don't know if they liked that we like kept the flooring, and some things just aren't super realistic to swap out, but.
Yeah, it had like a terrazzo kind of floor effect, and we were really trying to make the color scheme work.
Yeah.
Because I wanted this to be fairly relatable. Like a lot of people have bathrooms that are older, and what's like easier ways to update it. And I think we did a pretty good job on this one.
Yeah, seeing this though, I would paint the baseboard maybe a different color.
Yeah, we could have matched like the sink maybe color or something.
Yeah, or just did the wall color all the way to the ground, so you didn't have this like bright white that would make everything else look dirty.
Yeah.
You live and you learn.
I feel like I remember thinking we were really edgy for leaving the tampon in a clear glass jar, because I was like, let's not hide it.
Yeah.
Women's products are nothing to be ashamed of.
Yeah, I totally remember that conversation too.
Oh, this looks really good still in hindsight.
Well, it doesn't look the same anymore. This is Nikki DiMartino's room at their like filming house that they had. This was a lot of fun. I think, again, a style selected.
Yes.
And we did Gabby and Nikki's spaces, and this was your design.
That's right.
Turned out really cool.
It was a cool challenge because it was like a fairly big room and they wanted to do a couple things with it. Have like a bed set up, but then also have a desk, like more office-y feeling space. So we came up with this idea for this cubicle wall divider.
Yeah.
To separate the spaces.
Yeah.
I think it turned out cool. Did we say this? Maybe we vlogged about it. The fact that we stayed at this house while we were making over.
Yeah, since it was like a filming house, we could actually stay there. So did you sleep in Nikki's room?
On the last night, I got rewarded with my own makeover. So I was sleeping on like a little, maybe even blow up air mattress for the first little bit of it.
Yeah.
But we didn't obviously put the bed together until the end of the makeover.
Yeah.
And on the last night before we left, they were like, you can sleep in the actual bed if you want. And I was like, yes.
That was helpful though. It's actually kind of weird to be like doing a makeover and then you're staying at the house and you're not leaving and all of a sudden a week has gone by.
From when you wake up to when you went to bed, we were working on these rooms, but
yeah.
We got it done and I think they looked great.
Yeah. Speaking of,
well.
this one has a story.
Definitely. The second time we went down to Pennsylvania to work with Nikki and Gabby.
I think Nikki reached out to us to do her closet.
That's right.
And then Gabby was like, oh, you're coming to town. Want to do my bedroom at her actual house because they had like the filming location house, but then they had their actual homes. We had calls with Gabby and we know her style. Like she has very specific style and she knows what she wants. And for this bedroom, she specifically wanted like dark pirate.
Like Pirates of the Caribbean, Elizabeth Swan, kind of glamorous captain's room, but make it bedroom.
She specifically requested like the canopy by the bed and just, she actually had this wood wall installed. So there was a lot of things that she knew she wanted, which is great. And I think that we were able to really work with it. But I know that this room did not last long for her. I don't know the details, but I just know that like, we saw vlogs and like this room changed, or I think she moved her bedroom upstairs or something.
Maybe. Gabby, if you're watching this,
let us know.
What happened, girl? But I loved it. This was so fun.
It was fun.
More people need to request really cool themes because I just have so much fun with them. Like, look at this bed. It's got a seashell on it. Like, that's everything.
It was so sick. And we made these porthole mirrors. We found lots of vintage things. We did a whole installation with a net.
It was cool.
It was sick. All of these makeovers and videos will be linked below for you guys. If any of these pique your interest, just start opening tabs.
Oh, we're at my house.
This is all you.
This doesn't even feel that long ago because it literally still looks like this, but this was like my first real foray into any sort of landscape. Yes, you call this landscaping.
Yeah.
I didn't know what I was doing at all. I actually got help from a landscaping company to like start this because I didn't even know. I was like, can you just put rocks in your yard? The way this idea came was because I have a dog, obviously, and he has torn up all of our grass, like just from running around. And it, like, especially in the spring, it's muddy, it doesn't look great. So I'm like, what can I do that's kind of indestructible for a dog? And so this idea of like a giant pea gravel pit with a fire pit came to mind. And I loved this. One thing that I don't think I talked about when I first filmed this video, because I was like, oh, I don't want to say that. I put up 2 really big strands of Edison bulbs and they connected to my tree. And they were outdoor, like industrial strength ones, like really heavy duty ones. And they were so heavy to lift these strands of like thick wire, real glass bulbs. So when we went to hang them, the weight of them, trying to get them up into the tree, slipped out of my hand and we lost a strand.
And like it's glass.
The thinnest glass you've ever seen and it shattered. Like this is the kind of glass.
In your rocks?
I had plans to be barefoot in this. I was like, this is gonna be so easy, it's great.
You're like, never again.
So we went and replaced the strand. And I don't think talked about it in the video because I wanted it to seem easy and like, you know, no problem. And actually since then, it happened again. And it's not to do with like the quality of our DIY skills. It's someone was kicking a soccer ball and literally kicked the string of lights. And so they broke. In hindsight, I would 100% get plastic bulbs.
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta, because that's not worth it. Like,
no. Yeah, they're expensive. The glass goes absolutely everywhere and you spend hours trying to find all the pieces. So that's a little thing that happened that I think we definitely cut out of the video. But besides that, loved this makeover and it's held up great.
Ooh.
Another favorite.
Another good one.
This is the bathroom literally in this office. On to office number 3 now. This bathroom, I think we did the most with because it was in such a bad state originally.
Yeah.
All gray, concrete, this long, skinny, kind of sad looking room. A bit creepy, honestly.
Yeah.
There's no windows in it, so no natural light. And also, I think this, because it's such a closed off room, it gave us opportunity to do something that didn't need to fit the rest of the office space.
Yeah.
Because no one's seeing them at the same time. So we kind of just went wild, got some really funky wallpaper.
Yeah, and we wanted to, because I don't know if you guys feel this way, but when a bathroom opens right up into a space, like if you're at home and you have a living room and then the bathroom's like right there off of the living room, it can feel kind of weird.
Like exposed.
Like you feel exposed, even though you're in your room, it's like you still feel exposed. And luckily this is like a really long, deep bathroom, but we know we wanted to like make you feel less exposed. So we put like the timbre, you know, detail kind of going around the toilet to kind of like give that division.
I think it worked great.
At a retreat, we made this like collage, like art thing.
Motivational mood board.
Motivational mood board, and we put it up in the bathroom because we're like, why not? People can sit and look at the motivational art. And that was like pre-pandemic, we did that, and it's so old now. And now I'm sitting there, I'm like, God, we've got to replace that. We got to go on another retreat so that we can make a new mood board. Although now I'm really liking brown for bathrooms. So sometimes when I sit in there, I go, oh, instead of black, I wish we did like
Brown wallpaper?
a brown
Well,
vibe.
what would you do with the faucet?
I know, it's a snowball effect. And the black cabinets look really good. Anyways.
Oh,
Speaking of,
my goodness. Did you know this was coming?
I didn't know this was coming.
I didn't know this was coming.
Michelle knew this was coming.
Brown bathroom.
My brown
Take it away.
bathroom. Yeah, I don't know, everybody, this is a controversy.
I don't get it, I'll be honest. And it's not even because I'm like, I work here and she's my friend and I should stand up for her. Like, I just don't get it. I think it looks great.
This is my toilet room just off of my bathroom, which sounds way bougier than I actually am. But it was mostly just because I was like, if most people are living there, it's kind of nice to be able to, somebody can do their business while the other person like showers or brushes their teeth. Yeah, it was hard because it's this little bright white room. And I was like, do I do it all dark, lean into the whole dark thing, just like our office bathroom, or do I do half and half? I really love the antique grate because it used to be like a plastic vent, and this was just left over from the contractors from like replacing a vent upstairs. So I took that vent and used it in the bathroom, which I really love. And then I've also put up photos of like my grandparents since. And if you are not up to date on why this is even a controversy, go check out my bathroom renovation video. Just like read the comments and we can see the conversation that's going on there. Silly.
All right,
Next.
let's move on. It's me in my house. Okay, this is my kitchen. And this is, I think, the biggest makeover I've personally taken on. It's really the first tiling project I took on. I don't know if I would do it again. I absolutely love this kitchen. It's like, I still to this day think what I did is really cool.
I love it.
But the work to chip off each one of those little landlord special backsplash tiles, it took me forever, like weeks, plural. And it was so dusty and so messy, like our kitchen was unusable for a while.
That's crazy.
I do love that I went through this.
Yeah.
I think it made me a stronger person, a more confident DIYer. And the end result is beautiful in my opinion.
It looks so good. I want to do something like the vent that you did here, the hood vent cover.
Yeah, this was actually controversial too. I think a lot of people had opinions about this because the hood vent was made of drywall, which in all my research is what these are made of anyways.
Oh.
So I don't really, people were worried it would catch on fire. Not an issue, not even close to being an issue in my life so far. Yeah, I don't know, people didn't love that. I don't know why. I think it looks so cool and such an upgrade from what it used to be.
Yeah. Ayy.
Cute.
This was a real fun one. So this is from our show Upgrade My Stay, where we went to different vacation rentals and upgraded them. And this one was super unique because it was a garage. So the main vacation rental actually was like the designed very nicely.
Yeah, it was really nice.
In good shape. But then there was this garage space that the goal was to have it as like a cool little rec area. And it was a wreck. So much thrifting, so many cool pieces that we were trying to source. And I just love that we were able to get really creative, like putting the tin unicorn hat on the unicorn.
Yeah, this bar was like a padded fabric bar, which
Yeah.
I've never seen before, but it was really cool.
Yeah.
Did the disco ball before I think disco ball was having their
That
moment.
is true, actually.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep. Fun fact, this hanging license plate never moved once in the entire makeovers. It's on the exact same nail, hanging at the exact same angle.
Yeah.
We just, I don't know, it worked. Never needed to be moved.
Yeah, and we had a team for this. Upgrade My Stay is like one of our series or one of our shows on our channel that has a big crew. So Christian was our art director on this. He did a good job. Also, what about the fact we showed up for our location scout
Yes.
and there was a for sale sign on the front lawn and we were like, hello, like, can we do this makeover? Is this house being sold?
Do you want it? Are you leaving?
Yeah, and it turns out the owners were planning to sell, and then by the time we were about to do the renovation, they're like, we have a seller or we have a buyer, and they know that you're coming in to do this makeover, and they're so excited that you're coming to do it. So
Ended up working out, but
a weird situation. It's still, last I checked, it's still a place that you can rent on
great.
on Airbnb. So.
Oh my God. Where are we? Tell me about this.
We're in my mini house. Okay, so this is my Minnie Mouse house. I had a hole in my wall after my renovations, like a joist was removed, and I was just gonna patch it up. And then my dad had this idea and just like randomly was like, oh, is that where your mouse lives? And then it snowballed into, I need to make this into a miniature home for a mouse. This was really fun to do, and I'm actually in the middle of working on another one.
What was the hardest part in this?
Like wiring the lighting. It was just like so small and the cords were so short, but it was so much fun and so rewarding. And I love showing people when they come over.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Look at, I'm so serious in this photo. This is ASAP Science's Office Space.
Yeah.
More recent makeover.
This brief was interesting because it was like, make it science, but not too science.
Yes.
And this wall's green and we want to keep the green.
None of the walls are straight.
Yes, none of the walls are straight and we need this room to do so many different things, but I think we're really proud of like definitely always our most recent ones, but super proud of this because it's just like the style was so cool.
Yeah, plus also we had the whole Fifi Dobson storyline, which if you haven't seen this video, you have to go check it out just for that.
Yeah.
But so some of that was definitely like staged after the fact because we had to recreate the moments of like finding out that Fifi was coming, but it literally did happen that way.
Yes.
Where we were like, oh, she used to live here. Where is she now? Does she want to come by?
Does she live in Toronto?
What?
Yeah.
And then we, like it literally, I didn't think this would ever happen. I think maybe you were more optimistic. I was just like, no way. And then when it did end up coming together, we're like, wait. We have to film all those great moments of like having this conversation.
But I loved the style of this, and I think that's something that, not to pat us ourselves on the back, but we are really good at adapting to like whatever the client.
It's true,
Once.
like all of these are such a range of different styles.
Yeah.
Like, you know, some other people you're like, they're known for doing this style really well,
Yeah.
but I think we kind of do a little bit of everything, and
Yeah.
that's what keeps the job fun.
If you want a dark, sexy pirate room,
We're not asking questions, we're just saying when and where.
no questions asked. Speaking of not asking questions, Fifi was like, come to Nashville in that video. She was like, haha, come to Nashville.
I would love to.
Just saying, we've heard from her again, so maybe we're going to Nashville. And we will do whatever style
No
Fifi
questions
wants.
asked.
No questions asked. So that wraps up reviewing all of our makeovers. This is not all of our makeovers. This is some of them. So
We'd be here all day.
if you want more reviewing makeovers, we could do that for you because there's more.
If you feel like there was a good story for a makeover and we didn't say it in a video, let me know below.
Yeah.
And I can maybe follow up on part 2 of this video. Like we said, all of these videos are linked below if you want to go watch any of them and see how they really played out.
Yeah, and if you have seen these makeovers, let us know which one was your favorite. Kind of like seeing them all side by side. And thanks again to Ritual for sponsoring this video. If you want to get 20% off of your first month, you can use our code SORRY20 and head to ritual.com/sorry20. And if you're looking for something to watch next, I would suggest maybe this Upgrade My Say episode. It was actually really fun.
Yeah, one of my favorite ones out of this whole book too, which is saying a lot, so
yeah,
you can check it out right here.
We'll see you next time. Bye.
Oh boy.
Back. Feeling good?
I knew we'd have to do some work before we could actually do the fun work.
There's a lot that's been cleared out, but we have a lot to do.
Maybe.
Becky's like getting my ideas today.
Oh my god.